Yeah.
That's not even... 7 plus 7 is $14.
Why don't you come look at it on this hoe?
Oh god. $12.99 for that? Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
This is $1.40.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
This isn't 75 cents.
It can't be. I mean, we could afford it. Well, can't be having that.
And would love some tips to help deal with them. We have just really been missing Source and Source Mates. These new episodes have been a lot to handle, so any tips would be helpful. Thank you. Bye.
Do you guys think that after years of narcissistic abuse, it's possible to show symptoms of being autistic but not actually being autistic? The reason I ask this is because I've never felt autistic in my life, but after the last 5 years of my abusive relationship, I feel like my social skills have greatly decreased. I was just wondering, does anybody know if this can be reversed, or is this permanent autism? Thank you.
Don't you worry your little head about that. No, we are not. We are totally supportive of in-system dating. We actually have multiple in-system couples, including me, because I just started getting with one of the new alters in our system. Yeah!
Wow, we never met a police officer before, have we, gang? Oh, sorry, just talking to, you know. I know something you don't know. We've done bad things, and I saw them, but I didn't do them. I love you very much, and I say this with much kindness, but your daddy issues are showing through. Ice cream is a valid dinner. It has protein in it. Do you know where my other vape is? It's not fair that when I come to front, I can't set things on fire with my mind anymore. I do like our stuffed animal collection, though. Don't lecture me. I'm the one who did our taxes this year. You know, the constant fascination with, like, characters cursed with immortality at a young age, so they're stuck in a childlike mind state forever, while they continue to experience a lifetime's worth of, experiences and trauma, in a body that refuses to develop. Yeah, like, maybe that should have been a tip-off. I want us to have more hair so we can put it into braids. We have so many cute hair clips, and we've only just now been able to get to start using them, and we can't even braid our hair. I mean, I guess we could if we knew how to French braid, but we don't know how to French braid. Someone else should learn how to French braid.
Woody, we're your friends. Shut up, Buzz. I'll kill you.
Sorry, pal, but can we make amends?
Shut up, Slink. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I texted Melissa and...
You didn't text me.
Holly.
And I'm the only one that really counts, Jill.
Hi. My name is Nick. I have ADHD. Squirrel moment. I had just a squirrel moment. Yeah, guys, I have fart Tourette's. It's totally real. I poop. I'm shifting. I'm in the Coraline universe. I have buttons for eyes. I can't see. Where's my mother? Oh my god, my OCD is killing me. I just have to organize the cups in a certain way. Oh my god, I'm regressing. I'm a 5-year-old. Hello, it is me, little German boy. Oh, I shifted. I'm now Garson, a 19-year-old boy from the Netherlands. I love playing. Hi, it's me, Zach. I'm 6 years old now. Yeah, so I'm totally got Tourette's. It's so hard to live with. I strawberry milk. I fart.
Right, and then I was talking to them, and the sorry, hang on. Ooh. Right, so we were talking to them, and he, no, that's so funny, because literally, like, Vermin will always do, hang on, is this not Vermin? Oh, this isn't Vermin. Who is this? When did we switch? Yeah, it's really fun, I really like, oh, this is my song. Oh, sorry, like, immediate hop to front. Oh boy, can we turn it up? What are you saying? What are you saying to me? What the, I can't hear you. You have to be closer. You have to be closer. What are you? Your mom. I hate you. No, you get me. You literally get. Okay, so this is what I'm saying because he just no, don't you fucking dare. Oh, get out. No, fuck. I want front. Please, no. I can hang on. Hang on. I got this. Fuck off. No. Mother. Fuck you. I'm so sorry, I don't know where that story was going.
I think my sibling is faking having DID. I'm aware that this is an obscure claim. And this is not me saying DID is fake. For those who don't know, DID is a disorder characterized by the presence of 2 or more distinct personality states. This disorder is caused by extreme, repetitive, and long-term trauma that has occurred throughout development. Basically, when your brain believes it cannot survive in its current situation, causing the creation of separate identities known as alters. Back to the original topic. It started a few years ago, when they met someone with DID. Ever since then, DID has become their hyperfixation. And a few years later, they send me a text message saying they have DID. It was a lot to take in. They were introducing me to a multitude of alters and information about their inner world. They claimed they had over 500 plus alters, and seemed to have a good understanding of each alter and inner world. At the time, they were about 16 years old. I believed them and supported them unconditionally. So what changed? You may ask. Well, I started realizing patterns. They began to blame different alters for their behavior and wouldn't apologize for it. They always say those who claim to have a bad alter are fakers. But they're always quick to place the blame on an alter when they do something wrong. Another thing I want to add is that whenever they join a new fandom, they suddenly gain like half the cast as alters. Literally, they just started watching a new show yesterday, and now they have about 5 alters of the characters from the show. Out of nowhere, they began to claim I was a system. They would twist my words and tell me that I had all the symptoms of being a DID system. Oh, you were zoning out? You were actually dissociating and switching. You feel like you're a different person sometimes. That's because you have DID. I actually started believing I did have the disorder and that I was a system. But then they got tested for the disorder and the doctor said that they in fact did not have the disorder. My sibling then lashed out at the doctor and our mom and said that they did in fact have DID. They started going to a new psychiatrist because of that. They even dropped their therapist because she said that they didn't have DID. They started to tell me things, very disturbing things. They began saying that our parents will never understand and that we can only rely on each other. They would say that we can't trust anyone and that if they were to leave that they would make me come with. They are now an adult, by the way, and I'm still a minor. I feel horrible for making this video and fake claiming my own sibling, but I can't take it anymore. Anyways, thank you for listening. Lee signing off. We were rapid switching and wanted to share it. This is to show how rapid switches are very common and valid within dissociative systems. We have had a very stressful day. Others did not want to front, and we're fighting for a system protector to come out and take front. Nevaeh ended up fronting but then lost control of the front, and the rapid switches continued for a bit. She eventually came back to the front though. We had to speed up a lot of the clips because of how long these switches and dissociative states were. In this part you can see Nevaeh speaking out loud. She was pushing her way to front while reassuring the others close to front. It may not look like it, but she was panicking because she was afraid of losing front again. Never feel ashamed for rapid switching. I know how hard and tiring it can be. Keep fighting and shining, friends.
Hey, it's Cassie, and we are rapid switching right now. I am trying to hang on long enough to do this intro. But we are rapid switching, and so she managed to at least start the camera, but basically we figured we would show what rapid switching can look like for us. And then maybe it'll be that like Murphy's Law thing where like now that we have the camera on us that we won't switch anymore. It's Stefan. I think what triggered this one was some work stress. And it's tough when we're rapid. I don't know who I am right now. I don't know if we're gonna like chop this video up just because some of the disorientation can make it so like I don't know how well long stretches of silence are gonna do. But it's really hard when we're rapid switching because it can be hard for us to function and get anything done. Luckily for us, we do have like our memory kind of works like a cloud where like things get filed and stored in the cloud, and sometimes we have access to it and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have access to certain files. Typically when we're switching, then whoever is the one that's fronts gets enough information. Either they were co-con or they get like a download of information to say like, hey, this is what we were doing. So we're able to like continue, and that's how we're able to remain a covert system, is that when we switch, we're able to like just continue as if we didn't switch, because that's the way that our working memory works. Our long-term memory, we get more amnesia with that, but like our immediate memory, usually we're able to figure out what we're doing. I've been talking this entire time. I don't know who I am right now. When we're rapid switching like this, we call it carouseling because not more than one person can take the front for like, sorry, I said that wrong. Not
one person can't take the front for more than a couple of minutes, you can tell I'm like still really dissociated. I don't know if the rapid switching has stopped, and maybe once I get grounded, I'll be able to. No. Okay. So we're not gonna keep this going throughout like our entire switching, because that'll just be 10 minutes of us rapid switching. But it can be hard, because when it gets like this, sometimes we'll have enough opportunity to like figure out who we are, and then like as soon as we figure that out, we'll switch again. Sometimes we'll switch before we even realize who it is that's fronting, and it can make it really difficult to get anything done, because we're having to pause so much, and like the more that we switch, the more disoriented we get. And yeah, it's rough. As you can see, it just makes it hard to function. And we rapid switch a lot, probably because we have a lot of stress in our life. So we have to deal with this a lot, and it can make it really difficult for us to keep up with things like work and housework and things like that, because when this is happening, like literally we could just be staring at a wall for like half an hour as we rapid switch. So yeah, we just thought we'd share a little bit of how that looks like. And I'm sorry that this is such a like just botched video, but this is our reality when it comes to rapid switching.
Okay, here's a story time on how when I was 13, I thought I had like 600 alters, and one of them was Charlie D'Amelio, among other insanely, egregiously horrible, whatever. Okay, 2020, I'm in 8th grade, I'm 13, I have 0 friends, I'm a loser, no one likes me because I'm a freak, and I go on Discord because it's quarantine, and the internet is a cool place for kids to make friends and also be who said that? Okay, so I become a part of this group chat full of 10 people, and, the majority of them, or like a good half of them, have DID or OSDD, or like one of the, there's a car. Okay, yeah, OSDD, DID, so a bunch of people in the group chat, a lot of them had DID, and at the time, I thought that was really interesting. I was like, oh, like, from a psychological standpoint, I was like, whoa, that's really interesting how trauma can shape the brain and how you can form different personalities based on trauma, and, you know, how you cope and stuff, so I was like, that's really interesting, whatever, because psychology is cool. And then I realized that I was lonely and had 0 friends other than these online people, which eventually we had a big falling out, so that was whatever. So yeah, I thought I had DID, because I saw this and I thought it was really interesting, and I was like, I have 0 friends, I'm really lonely, what if I just created a bunch of people, or what if I had a bunch of people in my head, that could be my friends, but that was like subconscious, like I was like, I think I have DID, because in my head I was like, I need friends, I don't have friends, I want friends, So for a good year, for the latter half of 8th grade, and then pretty much the entirety of 9th grade and the beginning of 10th grade, I believed I had DID. And the problem was, because of quarantine, it was a lot easier to keep this up in my head, like this delusion, because I was stuck inside all day, so I could, like, switch out, and I was like, yeah, this makes sense, like, I'm switching, whatever. But then lockdown stopped, and I met the people that I, like, met over Zoom from my school who I told I had DID, you know. I had shit like Tommy Innit alters, I had Dream alters, I had fucking Freddy Fazbear. I had literally any fandom that I look like I would be in, I had an alter of every single fucking member of that cast. Like, it was insane. So I met up with my friends, like, that I had met over Zoom at my school after quarantine had ended, and I started getting this sinking feeling that I didn't have DID. Because I realized that I didn't have any memory gaps, and I know that's not, like, a defining factor of DID, but for dissociative disorders, that's, like, primarily, like, one of the symptoms is not being able to remember things, because, you know, dissociative.
But I already had made such a personality, no pun intended, around having DID that I truly believed I had, that when I started realizing that I probably didn't have it, I was in such a deep state of denial because everyone around me also believed or pretended to believe because they didn't want to approach me because I was like, no, guys, I have DID. So when I started realizing I didn't have it, I didn't want to approach it. I didn't want to, like, you know, what is the fuck? Confront. I didn't want to confront the fact that I would likely didn't have it because I based my entire life around having these alters. Like, it was a deep, deep part of my identity. And I also had multiple partners that were dating different alters, and that was a whole other can of worms because I was like, how the fuck am I going to tell these people that the person that they're dating isn't real? Like, that's traumatic for both parties. Like, both me realizing that I'm one person, I'm not these multiple people, and also for the people that I was dating because they realized that the person that they were dating wasn't a real person. It was just me putting on a persona that I thought was real. Like, it was just a whole really just convoluted, really fucked up. So eventually I matured, and halfway through 10th grade I was like, you know what, like, I can't keep this up. This isn't real. Like, I need to stop. So I kind of just, like, on the down low just started being like, yeah, no, I realized I don't have DID, and, like, to the people around me, and everyone was really just, like, confused because it had been such a big part of me, and I was so casual about the fact that I was like, no, I don't have it anymore. Oh yeah, Charlie D'Amelio. That was, I don't fucking know why I had a Charlie. I could not tell you. I had it. I also had Noah Beck. I had Noah Beck. I had Charlie D'Amelio. I had, what the fuck was that guy with the E-boy with the split hair and the bleach, and he, like, disappeared off the face of the earth, and then he posted every, like, 4 years. It's like, I don't know. But I had him too. Also, I forgot. DID, trauma disorder, obviously, and I knew that it was that, and I, on some level, do have some traumatic childhood, blah, blah, blah. No one give a fuck. No one wants to hear about it. But it is nowhere near enough trauma to form a dissociative disorder, like, on any level. Like, that the amount of trauma you need to go through to develop something like that is insane, and I did not go through that. But I would be, like, obsessively Googling, like, does this count as trauma? Is this traumatic? Is this traumatic? Of, like, things that happened as a childhood, because I wanted to validate this thing in my head that I had. But yeah, I didn't have DID. I never did. And it was really traumatic, ironically, to admit that I didn't, because so many people in my life thought I did. Not my parents. Oh my god, wait. I tried to tell my parents that I had DID by telling my mom I told my mom I had a J-slot alter. She did not believe me. But yeah, moral of the story, I had 0 friends, I was a loser, and I made up people in my head to make up for the fact that I had no friends. And then it was really traumatic to realize I didn't have those people, because I had to tell everyone that I had been faking, unintentionally, but faking nonetheless. So that's my story, and I can bet you that that was the case for a lot of other preteens and young teenagers in 2020. And I'm the only one brave enough to speak out because I think it was an epidemic and it happened to a lot of people. And, yeah, so, follow me.